Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to OneTouchBI. This is me Saravnan Vajravel, and today we are going to learn how to enable legacy studios on IBM Cognos 11. Until IBM Cognos 10X, the legacy studios like Event Studio, Analysis Studio and Query Studio along with Workspace were by default coming up with your IBM Cognos 10 setup. But starting with IBM Cognos 11, IBM is trying to stop encouraging to use the legacy studios. And instead using the legacy studio, they want to push their dashboard and story. But IBM also recognizes that there were a lot of customers who were already using on legacy studios like hundreds of thousands of report on the Query Studio and thousands of report on the Analysis Studio. So IBM don't want to lose any of the customer who were on the legacy studios. So they want to retain and continue supporting it. So until today, IBM Cognos 11 is not decommissioned completely the legacy studios. It is still available on a hidden pattern. And how do you enable the legacy studio? That is what we are going to see in our today's exercise. Without much delay, let's quickly head over to my IBM Cognos connection portal. Launch IBM Cognos connection either using Chrome or Edge browser. Input the Cognos URL. Select the namespace. Input your user credential. Sign in. This is the setup I have where legacy studios are not enabled. The legacy studios in general comes under the plus new under others category. As you see over here, the others category was not exist. The legacy studios can be enabled in two methods. The method one is until IBM Cognos 11. You need to enable this in a manual way. That means IBM Cognos 11.0 to 11.0.x. But starting with IBM Cognos 11.1 onwards, you can enable directly in the IBM Cognos connection portal. So we are going to do the method 2, but I'm going to show you the method 1 also. In method 2, the minimum prerequisite for method 2 is your Cognos version should be above Cognos 11.1. Let's check my Cognos version. Go to the personal menu, click on About, and you see that my Cognos version is latest 11.1.7. Close. So I can go ahead to apply the method 2. The method 2 is very simple. Go to Manage, click on Configuration, click on System, click on Advanced Settings, and over here you need to type Configuration. Just watch what I'm going to type. Configuration dot legacy launchable, LAUNCHABLE. It is a case sensitive. I just repeat, configuration caps C dot legacy caps L launchable caps L. We are good. Go to the value. Since I have not configured the configuration.legacy launchable, the advanced setting, by default it will show that 0. If it exists already, then it will become 1. So that way you can come to know whether you already configured or not configured. So change the value to 1, click apply. The setting got applied successfully. Now all you need to do is just refresh this window. Refreshed. Now you go to the same plus new icon and there you go. You got the others category. I would say that you got the others button, the plus others. Click on that. You will see the legacy studios. And very important to note down, the legacy studios are visible or available only in the browser IE11 and Mozilla Firefox. The browser what I'm using now is Chrome browser, and the Chrome browser by default supports workspace and drill through definition, and the remaining studios are not going to be shown over here. That's a limitation, and you can find that information in the IBM Cognos portal too. So after you enable the legacy studios, in order to access the legacy studio like Query Studio, Event Studio and Analysis Studio, you need to use either IE11 or Mozilla Firefox. So let me try to open in IE11 and show you the remaining studios that comes under others category or not. Because in Chrome browser, you see only two entries. So go to search and type for IE. You open the Internet Explorer, and Internet Explorer supports the legacy studios. I'm going to import my Cognos URL. It is onetouchbi.edu followed by CA1117. That is my alias directory for launching my IBM Cognos connection. Choose the namespace, provide the user credentials, click on sign in. Now you go on to click the plus new icon and click on the other, and here you will see all the legacy studios. Just to compare side by side, in Chrome browser you are able to see only drill through definition and workspace, whereas in the Internet Explorer you are able to see Analysis Studio, Event Studio and Query Studio. These are the legacy studios that you need to access. So with the successful implementation of method 2, that is enabling the legacy studio, from the manage, configuration, system, advanced setting, we have provided configuration.legacy launchable and the value we have provided 1. Since the setting is already in place, if you again type it, instead of bringing the value 0, it will bring 1 because we have already added it. Let's check that. Legacy launchable. There you go. You got the 1. That indicates that this setting is already in force. Okay, we are good. So method 2 is clear. If anyone who has the IBM Cognos 11.1 and above, this method is so easy to apply and enable the legacy studio. So what about for the customers who are having anything less than IBM Cognos 11.1? That means they are on the IBM Cognos 11, but they're not on 11.1. Instead, they were on the 11.0. How do you enable the legacy studios for them? It is very simple. Go to Cogroot folder, double click on configuration and locate the file install-data.properties, the one which is highlighted. Open this file in edit mode and make sure the same entry what you have provided in method 2 using IBM Cognos 11.1 and above, the same one you need to enter over here in this file, configuration.legacy launchable equal to 1. The value equal to 1, that ensures that you are enabling the legacy studio. After you enter this line, you save this file. After you saved, close this. The only drawback on the method 1 compared to method 2 is method 2 is going to be instant change, whereas method 1, this file is getting triggered during the Cognos service restart. That means after you added the required changes to this install data.properties, you need to physically restart your IBM Cognos service by launching your IBM Cognos configuration. Click on restart. I again repeat, this method is required for anything which is on IBM Cognos 11.0 that should go through this phase of enabling the legacy studios. So after you restart the IBM Cognos service, if you go back and launch your IBM Cognos connection, you should find the new button. Under new, you should have further category called others. Under others, you should able to see all the legacy studios. This is going to be a very simple exercise. With this, I'm going to end my recording until I come back with another interesting video. This is Saravanan Vajravel signing off from OneTouchBI. Have a good day and take care. Bye.